Hello Motor Rider World fans, I'm here with World Superbike Kawasaki star Alex Lowe's. Alex, thank you so much for taking the time out. I'm actually a couple of minutes late, so I sprinted through the paddock and I'm sweating like a piece of cheese on a windowsill and he's not even flinching. So again, just a big thanks. We got a couple of minutes here to share with the Superbike star. Alex, first question I wanted to really ask you, obviously your twin brother Sam in Moto 2, you look like really naughty kids. Growing up, you just look like you're really naughty. Have you ever kind of thought about doing a rider swap and seeing if anyone notices?
Well, it would be nice. I think obviously now the level we're riding at, it's a lot more difficult to do, but back in the early days, it would have been easy to switch or do something like that. We've done with other things, fitness tests and stuff when he's been injured, one time in Monza when he was racing in World Supersport. But in general, it's unfortunately, when we're actually, relationship with the teams, we're so close with the teams, it'd be difficult to get away with it now, because when we're together, there's quite a lot of differences. So it's we're not quite close enough to get away with it. But I would like to have a go. I'd like to have a go on the Moto 2 bike, that's for sure.
Yeah, there we go. So Sam Lowe's is injured one day, but happens to reappear and ride his Moto 2 bike.
Could be me. Could be me. Yeah.
And if he goes faster.
If he goes faster, it's more than definitely me.
Starts winning races, it's Alex on the bike. Offers previously, obviously been in the World Superbike paddock for a long time. Has there ever been, and we know you tested a MotoGP bike, you raced a MotoGP bike with Tech 3 at one stage. Has there ever been that you were nearly in that paddock to go race?
Not really. I think I did a pretty good job when I rode the bike to be straight away in the points. But I've not done a good enough job in World Superbike. I think if at the time at Yamaha, if I'd have won more races and put myself, obviously finishing third in 2019 was good, but I think I need to do a bit more, a bit earlier. I think the World Superbike project as well, the Yamaha was not quite ready. It wasn't where it is now, or even where I left it. So I think I missed the boat a little bit there with that, and then obviously jumped ship to Kawasaki, and big challenge here to try to be competitive here. And then a couple of years, 2016 and last year being injured. I didn't have a good run of results to really warrant a good chance on a good bike. And to be honest, I still have a lot of work to do in World Superbike, so never really an opportunity for me. But when I rode the bike, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I was going to ask, you really have been hampered by injury in your time at Kawasaki.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really halted your progress. How frustrating is that for you as a rider, knowing your potential, climbing on the bike, going, well, this weekend I'm just not at 100%.
Yeah. 2020 was quite good on the Kawasaki. We had the COVID year. There was only 6 or 7 races in the championship. Yeah. So it was your first year on the bike. It was quite tough to jump straight on the bike.
Well, you say that, but Phillip Island.
Yeah, Phillip Island was good, and then we had 3 months off, sat at home, spending every day away from the track. So that was quite hard. And then
did you lose the momentum with that?
Yeah, lost the momentum. If we went straight to Qatar the week after, it would have been good.
Yeah.
But we had 3 months off, and I had no experience on the. When you're thinking about racing away from the track, I had not enough experience of the Kawasaki to really hit the ground running. And when we started again, the guys that had been with the same bike and the same team for a lot of time, and especially Johnny, was able to start really fast. And we didn't really get much momentum. And then the start of last year, I was injured pre-season, and to be honest, it was the worst year of my life. Not the worst year of my life, because I have a lot more experience now, so I didn't let it affect me too much emotionally, but I couldn't really ride like I wanted to. This year I'm healthy, I feel good. We've had a good start, we've just been a bit unlucky. Every race we've been in the top 5, apart from the 2 mechanicals in Holland, which is this bike's never skipped a beat since I've been on it. So to have 2 mechanical DNFs direct has upset our start to the season, but obviously qualifying second, being fast in Aragon, being fast in the races. When I have had these DNFs, I'm at the front in the front group, so I can say that the pace is back there, the speed's there, and my body's now there to try and have a good season. So I'm feeling quite good this year.
From a normal kind of outsider's point of view, the new Kawasaki ZX10 model now for the new year, or even last year as well, to the general track day rider, I've tested the bike having done some racing over in South Africa, but you can't feel much of a difference at that level between old and new. You at this level, what are the biggest difference between the bike?
Yeah, we have. It's not a massive difference. We have some difference. I think that we have a little bit more power now, which helps a little bit, but we're limited on the revs in the regulations in World Superbike, so we cannot exploit all the power we have, which is frustrating, because I don't think we're by far, we've not got the fastest bike in terms of the straight line speed.
But there's more potential there.
Yeah, there is more in there that we cannot use, so that's a shame. And you know what? The other improvements we've made are just small tweaks. So we need. It's not changed that much, like you say. Obviously, I'm newish to the Kawasaki, but there's not. The bike's relatively old design in general. So yeah, we sort of there's a bikes around us have improved quite a lot.
So that was the next question. Within World Superbikes, Superbikes is stronger than it's been for a while now with competition, which is great.
Yeah.
It's kind of catching up to that spotlight, kind of taking itself out of the shadow of MotoGP with the competitive nature of it now. What else do you think needs to change or can change to open it up a bit more?
Well, no, it's hard to say because we've got Top Rack, Johnny and Bautista, who are obviously on good packages and riding great. So they're riding so well and they're pushing it. And it's nice to have the 3 different manufacturers at the front. And I feel like I'm the next, maybe Locatelli, we're sort of the next group. But then from 6th place to 13th place now, that it's stacked out, which it wasn't. So it's hard to finish 8th now. There's guys that have done won races that are finishing there and with good bikes. So I think that it's hard for them to make a step up to the front 3. But I think as the year goes on, Honda obviously going to improve with 2 young and determined guys. I think the BMW package is improving a lot with a couple of good riders. So there's lots of, you can make a good case for a lot of people improving. I think the front of the championship's only going to get closer. But to be honest, the top 3 guys are riding a bit better, which is why they're a little bit of a step in front. So I feel like that's my target, is trying to get closer to them. And speed-wise, in the first 2 rounds, we've not been too far away. It's just a little bit of consistency.
So what is missing now for an Alex Lowe's to be where Johnny Ray is week in, week out, challenging on the same bike?
Just confidence. Because I can feel it like in Aston.
It was there.
One of Johnny's best ever tracks. He's one of the most successful superbike riders there, or maybe the most successful. And I qualified him, so the speed's there. In the race, I haven't, because I was injured last year, I've not, Johnny comes to the race weekend, he knows he's going to be at the front. Whereas me, I'm trying to, you don't want to make him, I've not got a run of
You don't want to get injured again.
I've not got a run of races where my confidence is where it needs to be to get the most out of every situation. And it's all about confidence, really. So the speed's there. I need a good run of races, a little bit of good luck, get your confidence where it needs to be. And if I'm riding at my best, I can challenge for the podium, which is our target, again, this weekend and every weekend.
Give us a little bit of insight now, riding with the likes of Johnny, Top Rack, Alvaro, Scott, racing in there. It just seems like it's just an animal.
They're all very different. Honestly, it's good racing with Top Rack. He's aggressive, but when he passes you up the inside, he's got a lot of control on the bike, so he's gonna. There's a good chance he's gonna not go off track, for example. So it's not as bad to race with him as it looks. He's actually, I enjoy racing with him. Okay. Johnny's always gonna have a go. If there's a little gap, he's gonna go past, but many times, he's gonna go anyway, and he runs wide. And Bautista's a lot more calm and calculated. A lot more calm and calculated. Obviously, the speed he has on the straight allows him to ride a bit more like that. He can be more calculated and make the pass in an easier place. So all 3 of them, when you're racing with them, which I've had some races with each of them at some point, they're all, it's quite a lot different. And it's quite good now. The more experience you've got, you understand who you're racing against and you try to manage the best you can. But I just hope I'm battling with them, and it's a problem to try and beat them. If I've got this problem, it means I'm doing a good weekend. So
there we go. Catching up then with Alex Lowe's ahead of the Estoril World Superbike weekend. Alex, thank you so much for taking the time. All the best for the rest of the year and the weekend.
Thank you.
And all the best.
Cheers, guys.